Hey, good morning. Here's another real life situation. I have a birthday lunch with my parents today, so I am taking a look ahead of time at the menu, although I've been here many times, so I kind of know it. But just to show y'all and share what I'm going to do today, because I want to be accountable to y'all. It's great to be accountable. It just kind of makes you double check what your decisions are. Okay, so this is the restaurant, and there is a gluten-free menu, which I have definitely used before. Their gluten-free, I guess, version of their pita bread. But of course, gluten-free does not mean low glycemic. So you have to decide what your main goal is. Sometimes I've been, trying out gluten-free, and then I will do gluten-free and not worry about the higher glycemic. But today I'm going to aim for Trim Healthy Mama on plain, which means lower glycemic. So I'm going to the dinner menu or dinner and lunch menu, and I'm going down. Hummus is a crossover because it's always made with that yummy olive oil and garbanzo beans. But if you could do it with just the vegetables, and not the pita bread, then I would just call it a delicious crossover. Pita bread would make it a off-plan treat. So you got to decide: is this delicious enough to make it worth an off-plan treat? That's up to you. But obviously, the more times you do that, you're not going to reach your goal. So I'm going to say, pita bread's not worth a treat in this case. It's not like it's world-renowned pita bread. Okay, so looking down here, anything like that, a board of meats and cheeses and fruits, if you could just get it without the breads, or if it had really low glycemic breads like sprouted bread or fermented sourdough bread. Those are on plan. If it had those, then that would be a fabulous crossover right there, because you'd have the carbs in the bread, and the fats and the cheeses, and probably the meats and the carbs and the fruits. So that would be a delicious I'd call it a crossover if you had really good low glycemic breads. Otherwise, again, it's just a treat. Flatbreads, probably just going to be a treat. Yeah, I would say so. Falafel. Okay, I'm not going to go through every single one of these. You just got to take a kind of good guess. But if typically, I'm going to go for the salads. It's just the easiest bet for a nice S meal. And they have fabulous salads, so it's an easy decision. Let's see. So we have, like, here is a tuna, avocado, mango chutney would have some sugar in it, but if you just have a little bit, just a tad of it, then I think you can really still stay on plan if you just have a dab of it and not pour on some sugary dressing. So for any of these, I'm going to always ask for the dressing on the side so I can just have a dab of it and try and hope that I'm pretty close to staying on plan if I just dab it and not drown it. But in a best case world, I would bring my own dressing, but I'm going to probably enjoy these dressings. Let's see, spinach and quinoa would be an E, right? Quinoa would be an E, but there's no protein. So look at that. That's a fabulous E meal. Well, feta's pretty low fat. So it would be a really good E meal if you just add some chicken and didn't overdo the honey vinaigrette, just had a dab of it. I think that'd be a good, actually on plan E meal if you had chicken to it. Orzo's off plan because that would be kind of a very starchy grain. Texas pecan and fig is one of our favorites. And look at that, we got pears would be E, cheese would be S, fat, pecans would be fat, greens, of course, is great, and then the dressing. So that would be a crossover, I'd say. Yeah, that'd be a good crossover, again, as long as you add a protein, chicken or meat. Naked avocado, other than if you take out the flatbread, look at that, avocado, tomato, oh, that's an awesome, as long as you add a protein, that's a great S right there. Caesar, croutons are off plane, of course. The wedge bowl, look at that, tomatoes, blue cheese, very fatty dressing, bacon fat, blue crumbles, fat. Take out the crouton, leave out the croutons, add some steak, and look at that fabulous S salad there. So just as long as you can easy do the dressing, and because there's bound to be sugar in it, but honey, honey is on plan. So if it's got honey, that's the best one right there. So That's what I'm going to recommend and aim for today. I'll let you know how it goes.